It's a strange do, isn't it, when you think about it? There it is, your big night, your big return. Some might suggest, as I've often said before, it has hints of Norma Desmond from Sunset Boulevard. There was Meghan returning to Hollywood. But did Meghan ever really ever go to Hollywood? I mean, as far as I can see, she got to the beautiful area that is Canada and Toronto and made, a fifth, sixth, seventh on the bill of a successful, cable TV series. Hardly Hollywood, though, is it? Even though it is very well written and obviously now, once again, being enjoyed by many people on their streaming giant Netflix. But it's interesting to note that there is no escape for Meghan from one particular subject, even when she steps out alone in that beautiful beige gown. Beige, the colour that she didn't like to wear within the royal family, but now you can't prize her out of. You know the one I'm talking about. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. And as ever, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you also for your lovely comments about our recent video regarding the sex bombs of the 1950s. I'm not talking me, the blonde icons, of course. Marilyn Monroe, Jane Mansfield, literally going for bust between themselves. Must have been difficult, though, and very cruel, don't you think, for Marilyn Monroe? Because there she was, trying to hold out for her own stuff. And then she finds out that her boss, Daryl F. Zanuck, has signed a look-alike, sound-alike, mimic-alike to make you feel uncomfortable. Yes, neither ladies, though, came out of it well in the end, did they? Very tragic stories, both of them, really. But both gave us so much fun and entertainment. Some might suggest a little bit like this particular lady here. That's right, Meghan Markle. Now, Meghan, as you know, popped up on that carpet and honouring women at the Variety thing. This is really a follow-up to the Variety interview that she did, where she said that she made a solid bolognese sauce, remember? And everything changes. Sure does. Back then she was hoping to become a podcast queen, but sadly that truly didn't work out. And then, of course, as we told you, we had the Netflix flop with Pearl. So while other people were celebrating on their red carpet, it was kind of difficult for Meghan to find something to shout about. Now it got worse, let me tell you, because you see, as I told you, when she got approached on the red carpet for those particular little chatettes with certain media, everybody was told exactly what they could ask. And that's the thing that she was going to respond. What they didn't bank on, though, was everybody once they got into the banqueting hall. You see, everybody truly wanted to know about one thing, and one thing only. That's right, the former royal known as Prince Harry. Where was he? Was he coming later? Why didn't she bring him? And this is the problem, you see. Meghan and her team were fizzing, actually, about this particular scenario because it was meant to be her night, her comeback, the sole focus on her. If you remember, when she was interviewed, she mentioned about a slate of things that they were currently working on, and her husband, tagged on at the end, was very much enjoying himself working into the entertainment business. Not quite sure he's worked in the entertainment business, actually, Meghan. What's he done? A flop business show, The Heart of Invictus, and some trash with a docuseries with Netflix. You can hardly call it stellar, dear. But what's interesting about this is that they couldn't stop it. And this, according to a very well-placed source at that particular dinner, well, Meghan was furious because she just simply wants to be known independently. Now, here's where it got tricky. She didn't like the fact that the media was shouting out, Meghan, Meghan. No, no, no. She definitely wanted a title used at that point, but they decided, stuff that. We'll just call you Meghan. You don't want to be a duchess? We're not going to, represent you as a duchess. But one thing that we did find out, I thought particularly interesting about that night, which was Variety's night, well, it seems that Meghan wasn't so wild about Harry then. Now, there's going to be more trouble, without a doubt. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.